What's up, everyone? This is Dayv Doberne, aka Sunyveil, and I'm back. I've had a busy few months. Unfortunately, had to shelve the Eternal video series that I've been doing for a while, but it's summer. I have much more free time, and we're going to try to continue our journey of making a tier 1 deck completely free to play. So, let's get started. A lot of stuff has happened in the last 4 months. There's been a few patches. We're previewing the set 2 stuff. I think there have been a couple nerfs to the deck that we've been trying to make. This is a draft league from way back in March, I guess. This is pretty nice. This shiny Find the Way and then the 2 packs are certainly welcome. And we get a theme deck, I guess? Okay, sure. Okay, so I haven't logged into this account for a long time, obviously, as you guys can tell. I checked the date of the last videos, and it was March 2nd, and today is July 9th. Anyway, so I forget exactly how close I am. Okay, so that's nice. That's positive because we're building the Rakano constructed deck. We can go ahead and redraw one of these. Well, oh, we have enough to draft. Okay, well, we'll be doing that today. Let's start off by opening some packs. Let's do some inventory on strength of the pack. That's not really constructed playable, so we can go ahead and turn that into shift stones. So we can let's go ahead and check. I haven't looked at this in a long time. Okay, so we got Rakano Glory, we have our current Rakano deck, and where is the Righteous Rakano, the list that we're building toward? I don't know that people play this list exactly anymore. In fact, it's probably changed. I can look it up and figure it out before too long. So if I want to create everything we need for this deck, it would need 11,000 shiftstone, and we have 1,000. And then we can get another 900 or so. Is it 900? I forget how much. No, 800 for dusting that legendary that we opened. Yeah, we get from this. So that's pretty cool. All right, we're almost there. All right, well, since we have enough gold, we'll just go ahead and hop into a draft. If we can draft Felm, that'd be good, because that would satisfy both of these at the same time. So let's go ahead and do this. Draft. Okay, so I don't think Dawnwalker is especially good in draft. It's pretty difficult to bring back. False Prince, though, is very good, and Horsecatcher Bat can be a reasonable endgame threat. So I think I'm going to take the False Prince. There's a lot of people that die to an unanswered False Prince early, so we're going to go ahead and take that. It's also double faction, which isn't the best, but we'll figure out a way to make it work. Okay, so Ice Sprite is good, but I think Terrazon is just so huge. This is the most efficient common in the game, easily, when it comes to pure stats. So I think we're going to go ahead and just start the Terrazon train. Ice Sprite is good too, but I think Terrazon's better. A lot of things can happen to it. Whoa! I was about to say a lot of things can happen to a Terrazon that, or sorry, to an Ice Sprite that prevent it from keeping something stunned. And then we get past an Honor Guard. Wow. This card is crazy. I mean, Burnout is very good. Torch is very good also. I don't see good shadow cards. I don't think we've seen good shadow cards thus far. But we're not going to pass up a Roland's Honor Guard. This is probably a top 5 rare in set 1. Realize that for those of you guys that are watching farther down the line, this might not be quite as relevant, but hopefully some of the principles will stay the same. And then we get past a Burnout. Now, I was talking about how good Burnout is. It's better in Stone Scar than it is in Rakano, but I think it's playable in either one. And there's also Katana. I think those two are the picks. Katana is better in Rakano. Well, I don't know. It's kind of good in both, really. I mean, if I was going to splash one, I would take the burnout. Terrazon's double time, which is a little awkward with what we have here. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and take the Bright Mace Paladin here. Just a solid 3-drop. There's also Xenon Guardian, a card I'm very fond of. We're being pulled in a lot of directions, and I really want to end up playing this Honor Guard. Honor Guard wins a lot of games that cannot be won by any other card. So I think I'm just going to take the Paladin. But on the other hand, Xenon Guardian lets me stay with the False Prince and the Terrazon, and it's not bad. I mean, you're paying 1 more power for the ultimate ability and endurance. It is a little behind curve though. I could also take the Fixing. That's not completely unreasonable, but I don't think that like we would be splashing so much if we were to end up in a Cumbra deck. Well, I'll just take the Xenon Guardian. I think we're going to end up playing it either way. And now we get past a feeding time. Okay, I don't really know what's going on. I think we take the Stranger here because we're really far away from this feeding time. Although it is shiny. Oh, look at that. It's also by far the best card in this pack. I mean, Lethroy Ranger is very good. Cabal Cutthroat's pretty good too, as far as 2-drops go. But unconditional removal. There is a chance that we play Elysian and end up splashing the feeding time, but I think I'm just going to take the card that I'm almost certainly going to play, and it can help splash for the bombs, and that's Recon Stranger. Alright, District Infantry isn't the worst, but it doesn't look like I'm playing an aggressive enough deck to really take advantage of it. So I'll take the Banner, take the Fixing. I'll take the Stranger here, helping us fix for our... We're not quite sure yet what deck. Could take the Stranger, but I think the Sharpshooter has much higher upside. Sharpshooter is very good. Chemical Blast, we might end up playing a couple not so good ones at the end of the pack. Alright, oh man, that's a shiny Owlet. Jeez. So, Owlet is an efficient flyer, but only if you're in the right factions. And I think that the right factions for Owlet are Huru, which is Justice and Primal. We do have like an Eastwind Stranger, but I think we're pretty far away from actually building like a real Flyers deck. The other thing is it works really well with Tower Top Patrol. So I think that Owlet is the most powerful card, but you have to have a deck that sets it up, and Loon Shepherd's just like the safest pick. But I believe also this is shiny and rare, so we're going to go ahead and do that. It's also not a bad blocker early on. Okay, so we have Fixing. This is actually a constructed playable card, although it's a deck I never touch, but some people play Callous. We have Initiate of the Sands, which is pretty good to help us ramp toward our more expensive stuff. We've got Seek Power, which is just Fixing. I think I'm going to take the Fixing here. This is one of the better Fixing cards you can have. Okay, now we have False Prince versus Terrazon again. I mean, False Prince is better than Terrazon, but you have to be able to play it. That's the thing. I think I'm going to take it. I really like False Prince. I think that some of the strongest Elysian decks just have a lot of False Princes. And we get past a Sapphire Dragon. So that's a pretty strong signal that that Primal is open from this side, although we don't think that Primal is open from the other side. Sapphire Dragon is just so much better than any other card here. I mean, I guess Frostkin, like, is second, but it's still a Primal card. So I think I'm going to take the Sapphire Dragon. We might be pivoting into Elysian, and then we get a Deranged Diomancer. So, like, yeah, that's another bomb in Primal. Primal seems pretty open from this direction. Okay, well, this would have helped splash that feeding time that we were thinking about. I think I'll take the District Infantry here. Most of these either require fire, which I'm pretty far away from, or are not playable. Okay, so this is... Ooh, this actually has a lot of cards that I'd be interested in. The Adventurer is like a reasonable blocker early on. Cobalt Acolyte can give False Prince or Xenon Guardian flying, and that's a big deal. And Initiate of Sands will help speed up the early game. I think the most powerful card here is the Acolyte. It's great with Terrazon. It's just great with a lot of the cards we have. False Prince. Um, it's good with Dinomancer too. Yeah, these are like a lot of the cards that you want to see with the Dinomancer deck. Just small, kind of do nothings. We're probably going to end up playing this Herald if we are playing Primal. Gruen is like at 1/4. It's really good actually. It blocks a lot of things, and lets you dirtle however you like. It's really tough to take a Gruen over an Acolyte though, especially since we have a few 2-drops that we can play. We have the 2 Strangers. I don't know if we're going to be short on playables, but we might be. I don't know. Okay, none of these we're really interested in. We'll just take the most rare card. Camel could be okay as a blocker. We really don't like Yeti Spy. The worst feeling in the game is being hit by a Yeti Spy. Ooh. Hello. That's 800 Shiftstone right there. We're not taking it though. So like, 4th Tree Elder's a bomb. Teriax Hatchling is very good. I think I want to be playing the False Princes that I have. I think that's a pretty easy route to victory a lot of the time. So if we're going to be Elysian, I think that the take here is Teriax Hatchling. Although, like, this is... If you draw one of these Titans, it's no joke. Alright, we can live a little. We can live a little. We'll take this. And then dust it off after immediately. Alright, False Prince. Gonna take up another one of those. So Static Build is like pretty meh removal. And then there's Tower Top Patrol, which is a good blocker, so I'm gonna take the Patrol. Ooh. Cloud Snake. Okay, so we have Cloud Snake, which goes well with like a big a deck with a lot of flyers. We don't actually have a ton. We have a few, but I don't think we have enough to really make Cloud Snake good. So I'm gonna take the Teleport. Teleport's good. It does a lot of things. It's unsummon, right? Okay, we're gonna take the Frostkin here. Just a reasonable 4-drop. We're not flooded on 4s, right? We have 3. Okay. I think it's significantly better than any of the rest of these cards. Felon Stranger could help us splash, but we already have a few Strangers. Ooh. Vanquish is good. Could we splash that? We've got the Combray Stranger and the Raquano Stranger and the Seek Power. The other card, oh, and the Combray Banner. The other card I would think about taking here is Amber Acolyte. Awakened Student is very good also, but I think we're a little far away from that if our plan is False Prince. So, yeah, this card, this is great removal. It's one of the best removal in draft, I think. It's second to Annihilate. And Amber Acolyte is very useful, but we already have 5 3-drops, sorry, and 6 if you count Alchemical Blast, which we might end up playing. And we can probably splash a Vanquish. Ooh, there's another good 3-drop. I'm not taking the second side. Second side only really, this is shiny, but second side only really works well when you have a deck built like really around it, so you can keep on getting value from second side, and that doesn't happen too often. So Dune Phantom is a nice blocker. I'll take the Sky Snapper here, but we might not end up playing it. Okay, Stranger can help us play False Prince on turn 3. Alright. I'll take the Flash Freeze. Not a huge Camel fan. I'm sorry, Brigand. This guy sees some constructed play now. We could take the Trailblazer, but we don't really have much stuff. I think we're just going to take the Acolyte. It's more fixing, and it's just value. Ooh. Permafrost versus Polymorph. Both of those are good removal. I think Permafrost is better, though, because it also deals with weapons, as long as the opponent doesn't have Endurance. Oh, an Eye of Winter. This is a good card. Yeah, we'll just take that. So, we said that Primal was really open in this direction, and that continues to be the case. We could take Friendly Wisp, which actually draws cards a significant amount of the time in this deck. We've got the False Princes, the Terrazon, the Sapphire Dragon, and the Ancients, from the Titans from the Ancients. So I think we're going to take that. Otherwise, you could take Levitate from this pack, I suppose. Oh, I guess the other guy. Oh, man. Whoa. Man, this deck looks really good. We don't have a ton of 2-drops, but we have a lot of bombs. And then, okay, I say we don't have a ton of 2-drops, and then we open one of the best ones in Legion. This just helps you block so well. A 2-3 just it gang blocks well. It ambushes unsuspecting 2-2s. It's very good. All right, we'll take the Violent Gust. I don't think we need any more big, huge guys. We already have. We've got like False Princes. We have a lot of bombs, really. Refresh is also a reasonable trick. You know what? Maybe I will take the refresh. I feel like with the cards that we have so far, we really just need to be safe and like not have dead cards in our hand. Violent Just is very good, but refresh is like a serviceable trick that always does something, pretty much. Okay, not playing these. We could play Blind Storyteller. I mean, that would help us dig toward our bombs. There's also Tower Top Patrol, which I like as a good blocker. But I mean, Dune Phantom's better. We've got Dune Phantom. Yeah, I'll take the Storyteller. Backlash or Initiate of the Sands. Take Initiate. Alright, this deck looks very, very good. I don't know if we need to splash. We probably end up splashing because the power level of the cards that we'd be splashing for are good, but, well, I don't know. We'd be splashing for the Vanquish mostly, really. I mean, Roland's Honor Guard is nice, but I don't think double Justice is really that splashable. Okay, Eye of Winter, Storyteller, Eastern Herald, Cobalt Acolytes, get in there. Dynamancer, Frostkin, Dragon. I don't think we need Sky Snapper in this deck. We'll go ahead and play the Call the Ancients. We don't have, without the Vanquish, we don't have a ton of hard removal, and slashing the Vanquish might be very easy, actually. And I guess we are short on playables, although the playables we have are really good. Eager Owlet could be good in this deck also. We have a lot of flyers. It's cheap. It's a little awkward that it is, it's not too easily castable, but, I think it's generally going to be pretty good. Yeah, this splash is looking pretty free. I don't know, maybe we can play Honor Guard. That would be pretty insane. These two. This is. Oh, I probably want to play the Teleport. Oh, Honor Guard is such a bomb. Okay. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 free green sources. 4 justice sources, I should say. I don't think it's enough to splash a double justice card. Like, that's way too difficult. Some people would get mad at me for being so greedy. We could play Initiate of the Sands, but I don't know that we need to. Like, our curve isn't too ridiculous. It's pretty straightforward. We'll play the Seek Power. Oh, that's another free source. Yeah, I think we can win without the huge flyer. We already have a huge flyer. But we've got a lot of really good cards going on here. We could also draw into the, like, if the game goes late, we can draw into the Call the Ancients, and that's pretty sick also, especially if we have Cobalt Acolytes to give it flying. Okay, so this is what we're going to go with. The Seek Power, the Banner, 1 Justice Sigil, and then we need to check between Time and Primal. So it looks like we have about the same Time and Primal in this deck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So 14 Primal Justice symbols. Sorry, +1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It's roughly the same. I think there's a little bit more time. And this is both. This is just time, and this is just time. Where are we at right now? 6 and 7. So this is one more time sigil source than Primal, if I'm not mistaken. It's 10 time and... No, it's... Oh, and this one. Yeah, I forgot about this one. So that's 11 time and 10 primal. That should be pretty good. All right, let's run with this. So I'm going to split up the drafting and playing videos again, and I'm going to make a graphic of this deck. So yeah, we'll be back soon. We'll see how this does.